the love for the game, I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run the counter. It's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run forward Henry, going absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or 2. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Trying to improvise. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the gun with Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Henry. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 12-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 57 yards.
7-yard gain. First down, Minnesota.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We're scoreless after 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This is Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Henry looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the play. It's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford eluding the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Hustler.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st down, Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7. 1st down, Vikings.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They run the counter. It's Henry, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. From the 2, here's first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, it's Henry, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Here's Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go on 4th down, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. throw again on second down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to try and go deep again. Be intercepted. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Ted Ginn with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now it'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely with some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Swift. They'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's 3rd down.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Vikings first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
they'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself going.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Play action. Stafford. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, going for and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's brought in right side by Gill. A very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Lions 35, Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings 29-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford going to throw it. Little short pass to James, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end. They feel a little bit better as they continue to play.